మేధావుల మధ్య జరిగే భీకర పోరాటం. రాజు మంత్రి ఏనుగొంటె సిపాయులను కదిలిస్తూ, జిరాఫీ గుర్రాలను ఎగిరిస్తూ. రాజు మంత్రి ఏనుగొంటె సిపాయులను కదిలిస్తూ, జిరాఫీ గుర్రాలను ఎగిరిస్తూ. గెలుపు కొరకు ఆడే నవ భారతమేదో పోరాటం. జిరాఫీ చెస్సు మేధాయుద్ధం, జిరాఫీ చెస్సు మేధాయుద్ధం. యుద్ధం 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 యుద్ధం, ఇది మేధాయుద్ధం. మేధావుల మధ్య జరిగే భీకర పోరాటం.
Fighting with the swords, gone. Playing with the brain, on. Let's play Giraffe Chess Hattrick League Season 3.
International Giraffe Chess Federation presents Hattrick League Season 3 between 10 Proddatur teams. Hello everyone, welcome to India's new 68 squared Giraffe Chess Academy Proddatur, and welcome to the live telecast of no draws, no resigns, only win or lose in just 70 moves Giraffe Chess Hattrick League 2024 Season 3. Let us watch Hattrick League 6th match between Proddatur Chiruthas versus Proddatur Gladiators. Each team consists of 3 players. Whoever team all outs opponent all 3 players is the match winners. Let us see the toss at the center of the court.
So what you select? Okay, here is the option. So head or tails. Tail is the toss and it is tail. Toss won by the Proddatur Chiruthas.
And in toss, Proddatur Chiruthas won the toss and opted to play on white side.
Get Hattrick hero. Thank you.
And here is the both teams lineup. For Proddatur Chiruthas team, Suraj is the opener and Jigneshwar is the second player, and Revant comes to play as third player. And for Proddatur Gladiators team, Jay Bhargav is the opener and Sufyan is the second player, and Ishwar comes to play as third player. Now let us watch first game of the match between Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar versus Proddatur Gladiators team opening player Jay Bhargav Reddy. Let us see among these 2 players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Let us watch. Let us move on to the court. 7 times hat-trick hero, best scholar awardee, Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar is ready to play on white side. Let us see on other side of the court. Best scholar awardee, Proddatur Gladiators team opening player Jay Bhargav Reddy is ready to play on black side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 1 of the match. Black side player Jay Bhargav is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game 1 started.
Pawn to d4, pawn to d5, pawn to e3, pawn to c6, pawn to c4, pawn to e6, knight to f3, knight to f6, knight to c3, bishop to e7, giraffe to g1, pawn to h6, giraffe to d2, knight to d7, pawn to h3, knight to b6, bishop to e2, Knight captured pawn at c4. Castling at king side. Pawn to b5. Knight to e5. Knight capture knight at e5. Giraffe capture knight at e5. Queen to d7. Pawn to b3. Bishop to d6. Pawn to f4. Giraffe to g8. Bishop to b2. Bishop captured giraffe at e5. Pawn captured bishop at e5. Knight to e4. Knight captured knight at e4. Pawn captured knight at e4. Queen to c2. Pawn to f5. Pawn captured pawn at f6. Impassment. Pawn captured pawn at f6. Rook to d1. Bishop to b7. Queen capture pawn at e4. Pawn to f5. Queen to c2. Rook to d8. Bishop to f3. Queen to e7. Pawn to e4. Pawn captured pawn at e4. Bishop captured pawn at e4. Giraffe to h5. Bishop to h6 and check to black king. King to f8. Is illegal. King to d7. Rook to f7. Queen capture rook at f7. Bishop capture queen at f7. Giraffe to g8. Bishop capture giraffe at g8. Rook capture bishop at g8. Queen to h7 and check to black king. King to c8. Queen capture pawn at h6. Pawn to c5. Queen capture pawn at e6 and check to black king. King to b8. Pawn to d5. Rook to e8. Queen to g4. Bishop capture pawn at d5. Giraffe to d3. Rook to g8. Queen to f4 and check to black king. Giraffe to d6. Bishop to e5. Rook capture pawn at g2 and check to white king. Giraffe capture rook at g2. Bishop capture giraffe at g2. Bishop capture giraffe at d6 and check to black king. King to b7. King capture bishop at g2. Rook to g8 and check to white king. King to f3. King to c6. Queen to e4 and check to black king. King to d7. Queen to e7 and check to black king. King to c8. Queen to c2 and check to black king. King to d9. Bishop to f8. King to e8.
Now we can see Suraj immediately moved his queen to e7 and said check to black king. It is not only check, it is a checkmate win to Suraj. What a superb checkmate win to Suraj. Gladiators team first player Jay Bhargav out. Gladiators team lost the first player and Suraj still need 2 more wins to become Hattrick hero of today's great match. Now, let us watch second game of the match between Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar versus Proddatur Gladiators team second player Sufyan. Let us see among these two players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Among these two players, Suraj Kumar already won the first game and now playing for winning second game. Let us watch what will happen. Let us move on to the court. 7 times hat-trick hero Best Scholar awardee Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar is ready to play on black side. Let us see on other side of the court. Little Scholar awardee Proddatur Gladiators team second player Sufyan is ready to play on white side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 2 of the match. Black side player Suraj is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game 2 started.
Pawn to d4, pawn to d5, knight to c3, pawn to e6, pawn to h4, knight to f6, giraffe to e3, pawn to c5, giraffe to h2, pawn to h6, pawn capture pawn at c5, bishop capture pawn at c5, pawn to g4, knight capture pawn at g4, pawn to f3, knight to f2, king, king to d2, knight capture queen at d1, king capture knight at d1, queen capture pawn at h4, pawn to e4, giraffe to d6, bishop to d0, bishop to f2, bishop to b5 and check to blacking, giraffe to c6, pawn captured pawn at d5, bishop captured bishop at d0, giraffe to e3.
Now we can see Suraj
Queen
immediately
to E1
moves his
and
queen
check to
to
white king,
e1 and
and it's
set
a
check to
checkmate.
white king. It is not only check, it is a checkmate win to Suraj. What a superb checkmate win to Suraj. Gladiators second player Sufyan out. And with this, Suraj won continuously 2 games. Still, Suraj need one more win to do hat-trick and to become hat-trick hero. Now, let us watch third game of the match between Proddatur Gladiators team last player Ishwar versus Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar. Let us see among these two players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Among these two players, Suraj Kumar already won continuously 2 games and now playing third game for doing Hattrick. Let us see what will happen. Let us move on to the court. 7 times a Hattrick hero, Best Scholar awardee, Proddatur Chiruthas team opening player Suraj Kumar is ready to play on white side. Let us see on other side of the court. Best Scholar awardee, Proddatur Gladiators team last player Ishwar is ready to play on black side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 3 of the match. Black side player Ishwar is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game 3 started.
Pawn to d4, pawn to e6, pawn to e3, pawn to h6, pawn to c4, knight to f6, knight to f3, pawn to d5, knight to c3, knight to c6, bishop to e2, bishop to e7, castling at king side, pawn to h3, knight to e4, knight to e5, knight capture knight at e5, pawn capture knight at e5, knight capture knight at c3, giraffe capture knight at c3, giraffe to c6, pawn capture pawn to d5, queen capture pawn at d5, queen to c2, giraffe to f5, bishop to f3, queen to d7, giraffe to f4, bishop to h4, bishop to d2, pawn to b6, bishop capture rook at a8, bishop a6, rook to e1, rook capture bishop at e8, pawn to g3, bishop to e7, Pawn to g4. Giraffe to e8. Rook to d1. Giraffe to d5. Queen to e4. Pawn to c6. Bishop to c3. Pawn to g5. Giraffe capture bishop at e7. Queen capture giraffe at e7. Giraffe to d3. Giraffe to g6. King to h2. Giraffe to d7. Queen capture pawn at c6. Rook to c8. Queen to a4. Giraffe to c4. Rook to c1. Giraffe to f3. Queen capture bishop at a6. Giraffe to d6. Bishop to b4. Rook to b8. Rook to c6. Rook to d8. King to g2. Giraffe to g6. Giraffe to e0. Giraffe to d5. Queen to c4. Queen to b7. Bishop captured giraffe at d6. pawn to b5, queen to c5, pawn to a6, pawn to e4, giraffe to a4, pawn to f3, king to g7, rook to c7, queen to a8, bishop to e7, rook to d2 and check to white king, king to g1, king to g6, queen to c3, rook to d9, queen to e3, queen to g8, pawn to f4, giraffe to b7, pawn to f5 and check to black king, king to g7, bishop to f6 and check to black king, king to f8, rook to c8 and check to black king, giraffe to e8, queen to c5 and check to black king, king to e9, queen to c7 and check to black king, king to f8, queen to e7 and check to black king, king to e9, queen to c7 and check to black king, king to f8, queen to e7 and check to black king, king to e9. Rook capture giraffe at e8 and check to blacking.
Now
Queen
we can
capture
see
rook at
Suraj
e8,
moved his
bishop
bishop
to
to
G7
G7
and
and
check
set
to
check to
blacking,
blacking.
and it's a
It is
checkmate.
not only check, it is a checkmate win to Suraj. What a superb checkmate win to Suraj. Gladiators team, third player, last player, Ishwar out by checkmate. Gladiators team all out. Finally, Proddatur Chiruthas team, they all out Gladiators team and won the match. And in this match, Suraj continuously won 3 games and did a hat-trick and became a hat-trick hero of today's great match.
Hello everyone, welcome to Giraffe Chess Hattrick League Season 3. Hello friends, just now we watched most exciting and interesting Giraffe Chess Hattrick League match between Proddatur Chiruthas versus Proddatur Gladiators. What a nice match. In this match, one player, he allows opponent all 3 players in just 116 moves, that too in 3 games, each game with checkmates. He is none other than today's Hattrick hero, best scholar awardee, 8 times Hattrick hero. He is none other than Suraj Kumar of Proddatur Chiruthas team. Captain, please come over there. All of you give a big clap. Today we have Hattrick hero Suraj Kumar with us. We want to know what an excellent game. So now, at the outmost, let me give away the 500 rupees cash prize on behalf of International Giraffe Chess Federation. Congratulations, Hattrick hero. Now, shall I have a small interview? So on this occasion, I would like to ask you few things that every spectator watch this match. Now, you played each game very carefully. That too, sometimes little slow pace, sometimes fast movement. In that, the first game especially, Jayapal Reddy is a very good player, very confident player. Sometimes he is leading in that game, he is about to win also, but the game is came into the favor of this Suraj Kumar. You out him in checkmate in 46 moves. So in that, what is the best game winning move?
On the 44th move, Jayapal did not analyze the move.
Yes.
And this is the match running moment for them.
Yes.
I think this is the match running moment.
Yes, exactly. So everybody knows who watched this game. That is the exact move that decided Suraj Kumar won the first game. Not only next, if we go to the next game, he played with Sufyan. Sufyan is a budding debut player. He too played very well. He out by just 15 moves with checkmate. So if you play, you out him just in 15 moves. So anyhow, this is a competition. What is the best move?
On the 14th move, I just like a plan implemented the queen e1 move and checkmated the Sufyan move. This is the best move of the match. I think so.
Yes, exactly. And let us come to the Ishwar. Ishwar is very good player, very committed player. You make him Ishwar play more moves, and finally you chase like a Chiruthas at once by 55 moves. You out him by checkmate. So, do you feel any tension while playing Ishwar?
A little bit tension. And on the 54th move, I just planned to take a bishop to e1 and checkmated the Ishwar's king. This is the match moment for the Ishwar.
Yes, exactly. Ishwar, he tried his level of best to stop him Hattrick, but Suraj, he managed very well. that is the specialty of Suraj. He allowed all three players that too in checkmate. This is his first hat-trick in this league. Congratulations, Suraj.
Thank you.
And with this, his hat-tricks reaches in this hat-trick league, Gladiators hat-trick total reaches to 8 hat-tricks. And for upcoming matches, best wishes from the ITCF and best wishes from all the spectators. Anyhow, so let me finally ask you one question. Whom you dedicate this very special first hat-trick of this league?
First, I dedicate to my parents and coaches and Gangadhar to entertain my this league.
Okay, thank you very much, Suraj, for a very good show that you played. Completely steal the entire match with your moves. We hope continue in the next upcoming matches also. Best wishes to Chiruthas team and best wishes to all the teammates. And thank you very much. Thank you once again. So this is the Hattrick League cash prize ceremony. Thank you one and all for watching.
And finally, here is the today's hat-trick hero Suraj scorecard. In game 1, he outs Jay Bhargav by checkmate in 46 moves. In game 2, he outs Sufyan by checkmate in just 15 moves. In game 3, he outs Ishwar by checkmate in 55 moves. Totally, Suraj, he did hat-trick in 116 moves. Congratulations, hat-trick hero Suraj, and all the best for the next matches. And here is the points table of Hattrick League 2024 Season 3 after 6 matches. Let us see top 4 teams. Proddatur Chiruthas team with 4 points stands in first position. Proddatur Kings team with 2 points, it stood second position. Proddatur Spartans team with 2 points in third position. Proddatur Marshals team with 2 points stands in fourth position. Top 4 teams qualify for the playoffs.
యుద్ధం ఇది మేధా యుద్ధం మేధావుల మధ్య జరిగే భీకర పోరాటం యుద్ధం ఇది మేధా యుద్ధం మేధావుల మధ్య జరిగే భీకర పోరాటం రాజు